YouTube! What's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another video from Fantasy Good Sports, guys. And today's video is going to be on Andy Reid is a top offensive guru in the NFL. Matter of fact, guys, I think he is the best offensive play caller that I've ever seen in the NFL. And if you disagree, go to the comment section and let me know. Say, TD, I don't believe he's the top offensive coach of all time. That's fair, right? So, guys, with no further ado, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. So let's begin, guys. So I'm going to talk about Andy Reid, and I'm also talking about Pat Mahomes, because I think Pat Mahomes is probably one of Andy Reid's biggest projects outside of Donovan McNabb. Okay, so guys, Andy Reid, when he played football, because he did play in the NFL for, he wasn't great or anything, but he played, he was fine. He was an offensive lineman. And guys, offensive linemen are really, really smart. Think about Jeff Saturday, think about Trent Williams, think about a lot of centers like Jason Kelce. These guys are in tune with what everybody is doing on the field. That's why Jason Kelce is very good at his podcast, because he gives a lot of informative information about what everybody is doing, what they're thinking, what the coaches is thinking. So I love that about Jason Kelce. So Andy Reid has that same intuition. He can get a group of 11 guys and put them on the same accord and run great offensive schemes, because he know what worked. When you play, you know when the defense is like, what the heck is going on, and what type of plays to call. And that's what Andy Reid does 90% of the time while he's out there. Guys, if you have noticed, Andy Reid is like 23-7 coming off bye weeks. That's the best of all time. So if you give this guy 2 weeks to prepare for you, it's almost impossible to beat him. You have to get pressure on him. So if you got the boys up front to get pressure on him, then maybe you can beat him. But if you don't, Andy Reid's going to slice you up. He's just a great coach coming off bye weeks. But yes, guys, but going back as his offensive line skill set, I think he knows how to bring a group of guys together and what it takes to get everybody on the same accord, right? Whatever that is. So that's why I think being an offensive lineman is a superpower when it comes to being a coach. Next, guys, is his personality. They call him Big Red. I think Big Red is always being like loving his players, always telling guys, hey, look, I want to put you in the best situation to win. All you gotta do is look at Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, Todd Pinkston, Brian Westbrook, Donovan McNabb, Terrell Owens. These guys have had the best career offensive stacks that they ever had playing with Andy Reid. And so him bringing on Kadarius Toney, I wasn't surprised. His personality can actually get a guy like Kadarius Toney to play extremely hard for him, because Andy Reid was in the locker room and he don't come with that cliche coach stuff, right? He actually know, like, guys, come on, I care about you. You have to care about these players. This is not the 1970s. This is not the 1980s. Shit, it's not even the 1990s. This is the 2000s, where players are more in tune with, hey, look, I'm making a lot of money. You got to put me in the best situation to win. If not, I'm not going to put my body out there on the line. And so that's what Andy Reid does, guys. That's why I love his personality. Next, guys, he played with Bill Walsh. Bill Walsh was the San Francisco 49ers head coach in the late 80s all the way up into the mid 90s, if I'm not mistaken. No, it was like mid 80s all the way up to the early 90s. And he won like 5 Super Bowls between Steve Young and Joe Montana. So, guys, that tree, you got Steve Mariucci, you got Shanahan, you got Mike Holmgren, you got like a lot of Super Bowl winning coaches or Super Bowl attendances coaches that played with Bill Walsh, and they run the West Coast. And Andy Reid has perfected the West Coast, especially with this screen game, because they trying to get to the quarterbacks, and Andy Reid knows how to draw the defensive line down and hit them with screen passes from all different angles of the field. Excuse me, guys. And so I believe that Andy Reid learned a lot from Bill Walsh, and he learned how to manage guys. You know, Bill Walsh used to go to the small schools and get talented players like John Taylor, Jerry Rice, you know what I'm saying? And be able to get these guys on one accord. And I think Andy Reid has perfected it and took it to another level, and that's why Pat Mahomes is so great. Moving on to Pat Mahomes, and guys, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. So, Pat Mahomes, guys. Yes, Pat Mahomes does have a special skill set. He's a baseball player. So that makes him be able to throw the ball off platform, to the right, to the left, behind the back, no look, all of that, and makes Pat Mahomes be tremendous. But it also took Andy Reid to say, listen, this is going to be special. Let me move up and draft this player, and I'm going to teach him how to make less mistakes. And that's what he did, because Pat Mahomes was a guy, he hit the same plays that he hit now. He used to hit them in college, but then he also would throw 2 to 3 picks a game. So he would have like 4 touchdowns, 2 picks, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick, 5 touchdowns, 3 picks. Now he's having, in the league, you see 3 and no picks. Like, this is how he plays in the league since he's been playing. He's never been a high interception guy in the NFL, because that's because of Andy Reid. Next, guys, Pat Mahomes also is a gunslinger. A lot of times, guys, coaches are a little bit docile when it comes to drafting gunslingers because they know they're going to turn the ball over. But Andy Reid knows how to coach guys and make the game simple, like just calling, hey, Carolina on 3, blue on 2, right? And that's one word, and everybody knows what to do. And the quarterback can get the play out. Did you know that Donovan now couldn't even read the playbook when he got to Washington? But when he was at Philly, we never heard of that. That's because of Andy Reid. So he took Pat Mahomes' gunslinger mentality and made everything simple for him. Now he can run around and act like he's playing backyard football. He's not even thinking. Most coaches you see, look at Zach Wilson. I believe, this is what I'm going to say. I believe if Zach Wilson played for Andy Reid, he would be a Pro Bowler. I said what I said. If Andy Reid was coaching Zach Wilson would be a Pro Bowler. That's how great Andy Reid is. I've seen third-string quarterbacks go out and win playoff games in Andy Reid's system. He's just that good. That's why Chad Henne, when Pat Mahomes hurt his ankle, and Chad Henne came out there, Chad Henne had a great drive, a big-time drive. Shoot, when Pat Mahomes went down and hurt his his knee or his ankle again, when he did a quarterback sneak and was out for 3 to 4 weeks, Chad Henne went like 3-1. Andy Reid can coach any quarterback that's an NFL talent and win games with him. Not maybe win a Super Bowl, but he can win games. But when you take and get a guy like Pat Mahomes, that's Andy Reid killing the game right there. That's him taking a special nuclear weapon and knowing how to put the energy to it and say it can boom. And that's what he did, guys. And last but not least, Alex Smith. Alex Smith is very essential with all of this in Kansas City. Now listen, we know he killed it in Philly. Like, he had Jeff Garcia play good, Kevin Cobb. I mean, Donovan McNabb. All these guys play really good. But Alex Smith, guys, was maxed out. He wasn't going to turn the ball over no more than 5 times a year, and he was going to hit the open guy short, and that was it. If you couldn't run that ball down people's throat, that was it. And if you got down 14 points, that was it. So he got Pat Mahomes to focus on Alex Smith taking care of the ball enough, but not too much to take down Pat Mahomes' improv. And once Pat Mahomes learned that, he played the last 2 games of Alex Smith last season in Kansas City, took that skill set to the next year, and now we got the All-Pro Pro Bowler on the way to be great, Pat Mahomes. So I love what Andy Reid is doing, guys. I think this is the best offensive coordinator that we ever saw. He's took his game to the next level. He's a Hall of Fame coach. We thought that Andy Reid might not never be able to win the big game, but when he got his special quarterback, he's doing it. So we talk about Bill Belichick being great. If he don't have Tom Brady, Bill Belichick is probably, in our mind, our average coach, which he's not, but in our mind, he would be. So when Andy Reid gets Pat Mahomes, now he's good. So guys, we need to start rethinking coaches that we say, oh, he's not that good. Have he had the weapons? Have he had the quarterback that he needed as an offensive coordinator coach? Now, defense, it's not defense. This is about quarterbacks and offensive coordinators. So guys, with no further ado, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel, guys. This is cutting edge content. Thank you for tuning in to this video. Make sure you subscribe for the OnlyFans, guys. I'm providing consultations there for whatever you need. For us fantasy football, I know we got a lot of fantasy football drafts, rookie drafts coming up after the real NFL draft is there. So guys, if you need any help, just hit me up. You can also email me at fantasygoodsports@gmail.com. And guys, thank you for tuning in. Peace.